Telling the truth might be right, but it ain't always safe. I felt like that my whole life. I felt that like I was conflicted on doing what's right and wanting to be safe at the same time and telling the truth and being good and doing what was safe and what I needed to do to survive. I felt that I was a truthful, or I am a truthful person, and I love it. I love being honest. I love telling people exactly what they needed to hear because then I don't have to wonder what I said or how I said it. I know I said it if it was true, but then it became, I saw people's reaction and their anger, and I felt like it was directed at me. But now I'm starting to realize that maybe it was directed at me and at themselves because it was something they needed to hear but didn't want to hear. And it sparked a light in them that they had dimmed. And so the whole time I was making their anger about me, and it wasn't. It was about them the whole time. It was about me revealing to them something that they were hiding or dim or that they let go for survival. And it got projected as anger towards me because their attitude changed towards me after I said it, or they started treating me differently after I said it. But now I'm realizing that it has always been the other person's baggage, not mine, for speaking my truth. I just said what needed to be said at the moment because most of the time I wasn't trying to hurt nobody's feelings, but yet I was hurting people's feelings because all I was trying to be was honest, and I felt like being honest was more important than lying to them and being fake. But when you're an empath and you suffer from childhood trauma, you absorb all the emotions, the feelings. You think it's something that you did wrong. You think you're the problem. You're too much. Well, no, there's nothing wrong with you. You just refuse to lie and tell people what they want to hear to make them feel good. You tell them exactly what you see and what the truth, and you're honest, and they don't like that because most people are walking around with a mask on. Most people are being fake. Most people telling most people what they want to hear until they have to tell them the truth. Meanwhile, you walking around telling the truth like it's nothing and not caring at all because you like, I'd rather tell the truth than lie to you. I'd rather be honest because you care about their feelings, their emotions, and about them knowing the truth. Not that you lied to them and then they find out that you was lying to them and then they're hurt and feel betrayed. Instead of betraying people and being fake, you decide, no, I'm going to be honest. And then you get made to feel that something was wrong with you for being honest because you're not going to sugarcoat shit for anybody. You're not going to tell them what they want to hear. You're not going to avoid them and distance yourself. You're going to be honest and straightforward and direct and be like, no, and let them know in their face you don't like it instead of talking stuff behind their back, instead of gossiping. And when I wasn't truthful, I was emotionally suppressing because I knew that if I was being trustworthy and truthful, that I would be shamed. People would be angry at me. But at the time, I didn't understand that it's because everybody around me was telling everybody what they wanted to hear. Most people were, because that's what's socially accepted. That's why every time I told the truth, somebody got mad. I laugh now, but I ain't like it then at all. I was upset. I felt conflicted because I knew it was the truth and I knew that's what I needed to tell people. But I also felt bad because I hurt their feelings, so I made them angry or upset or whatever was going on with that person with what I said. Because, like I said, most of the time I wasn't telling people to be vicious. I was telling them because that's how I felt in that moment. My truth. I was being real. I was being honest. I was being me. And I guess they couldn't handle it. That's why life has been so hard for me because I know being real and true is the right thing to do. It's the best thing to do. But yet, and I don't feel right not doing it because I've tried and it didn't work out for me. And when I did lie, it came back and bit me in my face. So I stopped at a young age. I couldn't remember none of that stuff anyway that I said, so I had to be truthful because I forgot. I'm gonna lie to you and tell you what you want to hear, and I don't even remember what I said. So I felt like I had to be truthful because that's the only thing I'm gonna remember. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I said that. I know I said that. because I feel it. But yet I felt so wrong while I was doing it, while I was being it. I felt terrible. I felt like I needed to fit in. I needed to be fake. I needed to lie. I needed to tell people what they wanted to hear. And I was like, I can't do it. There's not a, I'm going to tell you what you want to hear in my bone. There's not a, no. Now, for survival, for a job, I will not say some stuff. I will omit some stuff so I can pay my bills and keep my job and take care of my family. But if you are my friend and you in my face and I don't have to depend on you to make sure I can pay my bills and take care of my family, then oh, you're gonna hear this truth. And after so long on my job, oh, you're gonna hear this truth too. Or I'm just not gonna say nothing. You're gonna see it all in my face. Cause I'm gonna look at you like you're stupid. And I'm gonna be quiet and I'm gonna walk off. Be like, I'm feeling like I gotta do what I gotta do for me. I had a coworker that told me, she said, what you see is what you get. And I said, you're damn skippy. I wouldn't want it any other way. I am who I am. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna tell you the truth. And that's it. You can be mad, upset, but you know one thing. Sharitha told you the truth. Sharitha was honest with you. It's hard being real in this world. It's hard being honest. It's hard to tell the truth. It's hard being me. And I'm sure some of you feel the same. That when you told the truth, you were made to feel like you were wrong for being truthful. So you chose not to. You chose to do what you needed to do to survive. You chose to put your mask on. And I did too at times. But it didn't stay on long because I couldn't allow it to. I was uncomfortable. But if I needed a job, look, I might need to put my mask on for a little bit, for about a year, and then it's gonna come off. It sucks being a truth teller in a world full of people who trying to avoid their emotions, their feelings, how they really feel about things, instead of talking about it, instead of being truthful, instead of finding other ways to get it out. I tried. It didn't work for me. I didn't feel good doing it. Sometimes I was too honest and I got in trouble for it. And then I realized you gotta know when to be brutally honest and when not to. When it works in your favor and when it doesn't.